Since my second year, we've been growing the club from probably around 20 members to around 70 paying members. And we compete in competitions from the state level, regional level, and then to the national level as well. My name is Jay Liu. I was the president of the club table tennis from my second year to my fourth year. I moved to the United States with my parents when I was 5 years old from China. And my dad was a professional table tennis player back in China. And when we immigrated to the United States, he opened a table tennis facility in Northern Virginia. I started training with him since I was 8 years old. I've started competing in tournaments, including the Junior Olympics in 2016 when I got the gold medal.
I first joined the table tennis club at UVA approximately the first week of school because I've always played table tennis and I wanted to play table tennis in university as well. And when I first joined, there was a lot of people. There was almost 50 people at the practices. And seeing so many people play table tennis really brought a community to me. I'm Thomas Chia. I'm a computer science major doing pre-medicine and systems engineering. Started playing table tennis when I was in middle school, and I was attracted to the sport because I saw a video of Ma Long playing table tennis. And this really attracted me due to the fast pace and the swift movements in the sport. I've been playing since middle school and I can't stop, and I've just really loved the sport overall.
Even if we're not in it.
There are a couple of American students in the club. What I've learned most just from coming here is that there's a lot of different styles of play based off of where you learn to play and who you're playing against. My name is George Zach. I'm a current second year and I'm studying aerospace engineering. It's a very welcoming community, and you just hop onto a table with a friend and play with them, warm up, hit some strokes, get consistency, and then play a match, and then just rotate out, keep playing against different people who are here. Met a lot of really good friends here. Got to talk to them about all of their various backgrounds, whether it be from China, whether it be from India, whether it be from Bangladesh. I get to learn about different areas of the world in a way that I never anticipated being able to do so. It means a lot to me to be able to have this opportunity to learn new cultural details through a sport.
In 1972, President Nixon's trip to China marked a political breakthrough between the two countries. But a year prior, another historic moment helped thaw China-U.S. relations. In 1971, the American table tennis team, which was competing in the World Championship in Japan, was invited by Chinese players to visit China. Days later, the American team arrived in Beijing and played in front of a packed audience. They were the first Americans to step foot in China since the founding of the People's Republic. Ping pong diplomacy was born. More than 50 years later, students at the University of Virginia relived that history through sports.
We first discovered the opportunity to go to China when Ambassador Mall, who's also the Vice Provost for Global Affairs at UVA, brought it to us and started describing how U.S.-China relations had been worsening. He had wanted to improve it using the sport of table tennis, just like in the 1971 ping pong diplomacy.
The parallels between the two trips in 1971 and the trip we just took in January was that we followed the footsteps in the same cities. For example, we went to Hong Kong, then Beijing, then Shanghai, and that's exactly what they did back then. I think The other parallels were culturally exchanging with others, people in China, not just us group of Americans, but also like reaching out to other Chinese people was also one of the parallels. And of course, we played table tennis. We had a cultural exchange, not only with diplomats and really important ambassadors, but we also met up with students and China university students like Tsinghua, Fudan, Shanghai University, or Shanghai Sports University. And we did a lot of competitions together, friendly competitions where it would be doubles with an American student and then a Chinese university student. So it's more of a win-win situation and there's no losers. And we kind of echoed the sentence, friends first, competition second. So as the team leader, I kind of introduced our team to the other team leader and kind of introduced each other, especially since we all are a bit shy, you know, and kind of bridge that gap between us and make way for communication and make way for more opportunities of friendship. At first, I was kind of nervous that some of the students on our side couldn't communicate with the students over there because of the language barrier. But surprisingly, both sides knew a little bit of Chinese and both sides knew a little bit of English. Even the people who didn't know Chinese, we kind of communicated through the sport where we kind of complimenting each other with like nice shots or, great shot, really kept a positive environment in the competition.
After the China trip, it really broadened my horizons. I got to see the city life of Chinese people, the average lives of Chinese people, and they're not much different from Americans, as what the media makes it to be. Chinese people and Americans are people just the same.
I hope that other universities see that we are taking a step into helping and mending the relationship between other countries, and they'll follow in our footsteps.
I believe that the easiest way to introduce Chinese culture to Americans is through a universal language, something like food or music or art or sports like table tennis as well. Being able to share a common ground really will be able to share the culture more effectively.